Jamie, we're in the fourth round of the FA Cup. How does that feel?
I'm ecstatic, really proud moment for me and for the club and for supporters and absolutely everyone associated. It's unreal, really, and it's not sunk in yet. You know, the game's not finished not long ago. We've done about 24 interviews. We're not used to being on television and everyone's giving interviews, so it's just amazing for us to think about. I played a video at the start of the game just for the players, just to see how far we've come in such a short space of time. 4 players we had at the start of the season who were signed from last season, and then a brand new group, and the way that they've mixed, and the camaraderie and the character is just something to behold. And I'm so pleased for all of those players who are giving everything for us week in and week out, and also for the supporters. It means a lot to a lot of them, especially those 200 or 300 ones who started back in the day when I was here, you know, at Rosendale away with the dog, to now here, 4th round, and actually we're in the 5th round because I think both draws are on the same night.
How difficult was it to prepare for this game today with what's gone on over the last few days?
So if you'd have asked me that last week, we were fully prepared for the Derby first team. I'd watched them against Birmingham, Preaching watched them against Sheffield. We had all the footage, all the set plays, everything. We were really prepared to go into this week training. And then Monday night, when I was watching the news, getting prepared for school the next day with the lockdown news, I was slowly getting some information through to say that this had happened. And you know, first and foremost, we hope that they're all okay, all the Derby players. But then it brought a real uncertainty on, well, we don't even know who's going to play. It was only until sort of Thursday night we kind of knew, maybe Friday, we knew that it was going to be the under 18s, predominantly under 23s. So we didn't know too much about them. So we've been in touch with a lot of people who are at local clubs in the Premier League and Championship, and they were able to help us out with footage and set plays, and even that, it didn't prepare us fully because there were 3 or 4 names that we didn't get right and a different shape that we didn't get. So they've obviously just played with what they've had in front of them, and just a word for them, and not to be patronising, but I thought they did really well. They're only 17 and 18 years of age, and when I was 17 and 18 years of age, I was playing at Edge Hill University against Leeds Metropolitan University. These guys are playing in the 3rd round, and I think to come up against a physical side, non-league side like us, they've acquitted themselves really well and done themselves proud. But the moment belongs to us, belongs to our players. That's who are going to be talked about now, and I'm really proud for every single one of them.
Onto the game itself, how important was it today to stamp our sort of authority on the game and score early like you did?
Well, that was the message. It was to be a bit physical, a bit more direct than we tried to be. Set plays we know are important to us, and we got a goal at a really good time. I think that just eased things a little bit. And if we didn't think, I was trying to play the favourites card down. I wanted us to go into there as underdogs to make sure we had that fire in our belly. And again, with the greatest respect to them, after about 5 minutes, we kind of knew this is a game that we should be winning today, and we needed to really enforce ourselves on the game. And I think we did with that set play. We got the goal, and we could relax a little bit. Although the intensity of their press it meant that we couldn't relax too much. So, but the idea was just to hit the corners, put the ball on, and pick up the seconds, and try and build from up there. And we were able to do that. Game plan worked, and as a result, we were able to get through. And the second goal as well just really calmed the nerves.
And a word for everyone who's sort of helped get this game on today. Obviously, we've had the big tent over the pitch for 5 days. Just talk a bit about how much it means to the club to have so many people sort of invested in not only getting this game on, but keeping the club going and keeping the club running.
The amount of people that have been down here and worked on the bog. I get another telling off from Ben. That is a joke. Look, Ben Kay, Lewis C, David Pennington, and I've only named 3. I think there are about 30 or 40 volunteers who've been down here. Graham Watkinson, the secretary, has worked all hours, got us sent this week, and other people behind the scenes. It's massive to them. You know, most people down here don't get any financial gain from it. It's just about being a part and associated with the club, and it's a special moment for them, and one that we'd like to, and the players have just said it in there, dedicate to all those volunteers who are giving up their time and their effort to get the game on. I FaceTimed Ben Kay early hours of the morning. That was at 2 o'clock in the morning, just when I was about to go to bed to try and get a few hours, and he was down here on the pitch. He'd slept here with Lewis and Callum and a few others just to try and do that little bit more to get the game on. I woke up at 6 o'clock. I tried the same thing, and then I was greeted with a picture of Ben Kay fast asleep in the middle of the football pitch, which was very strange at 6 o'clock in the morning, especially when you looked at playing a 3rd round proper. So a lot of effort's gone in behind the scenes to make sure the game was on. But of course, the lads had to go out there and they had to win. We were in a fortunate position. We've done that, and now we are through. And we've already made history, but the message was to go and make even more, and we've done that.
So looking forward, obviously we've got a number of league games before the fourth round, but we'll pass on those for now. The fourth round draws on Monday night. Who do you want?
If you can sort it that we have Liverpool, that would be great. Liverpool, City, the top sides. Look, I think anyone who gets this far in a competition, you want one of the biggest teams. You're in the last 32, and the chances of us getting the Premier League side are now really, it's really in our favour. So hopefully we can just get a Premier League side. But if I could pick that ball up, it would be Liverpool's.
Do you want to talk about Tuesday night, the league game? Is it going to be a sort of slight downer because of this today, or
no, not at all. But when I signed the players at the start of the season and sat them down in the Magpies lounge, we did not talk about getting to the fourth round properly, the FA Cup. That wasn't in our remit. Our remit was to have a good go in the league. So Tuesday is vital for us. We're going to enjoy today. I've told everyone to enjoy the next couple of days. They'll have a beer, they'll have a drink, they'll spend some time with their families, and they'll soak it all up, and so they should, because moments like this, at times like this that we're living at the moment, don't come around for everyone, and they don't come around very often, so they need to savour that. But Tuesday is massive for us. We're at home again. We've got a good run of home games now. The pitch is in. We've given ourselves a really good chance getting the game on now, with the pitch being the way that it is, with the weather conditions, and look, we will be well prepared, and tonight I'll enjoy it, and tomorrow we'll be getting ourselves ready.